The 360 camera space isn't what it used to be, and that's exactly why this next release matters so much. For years, one name has dominated the category. But now, real competition is showing up, expectations are rising fast, and all eyes are locked on what comes next, the Insta360 X6. This isn't just another yearly upgrade. This is a pressure moment. Because here's the reality, most of the obvious improvements have already happened. We've seen 8K video. We've seen impressive stabilization. Compact design is no longer a differentiator. So now the question isn't what's new. It's what actually matters. And that's where things get interesting. Instead of chasing bigger numbers, the X6 is rumored to focus on refinement. Better dynamic range. Cleaner low light performance. Smoother frame rates at higher resolutions. These might sound like small upgrades on paper, but in real-world shooting, they completely change the experience. If you've ever filmed fast-moving scenes in 360, you already know the struggle. Motion can feel limited, even at high resolutions. So pushing higher frame rates, where it actually counts, could quietly become one of the biggest upgrades. Then there's color, and this might be the most important shift of all. Creators are no longer satisfied with good enough color. Editing workflows have evolved. Expectations are higher. The demand now is for deeper color control, more flexibility, and footage that can truly be pushed in post-production. If the X6 delivers stronger color depth, it moves from being just a fun camera to a serious creative tool. But hardware is only half the story. The real evolution seems to be happening in processing, and more specifically, intelligence. There's growing talk that the X6 could lean heavily into AI, not as a gimmick, but as a core feature. Imagine recording a full 360 scene, and instead of manually editing everything later, the camera already knows what matters. It tracks subjects, identifies key moments, and even prepares a rough edit automatically. That's not just convenience, that's a shift in how content gets created. And it aligns perfectly with what users are actually asking for. Because if you look beyond the leaks, the community feedback is loud and clear. People don't just want more features, they want fewer headaches. They want stronger lenses or easier replacements, because 360 lenses are fragile. They want faster file transfers, because waiting kills workflow. They want better battery life, because high-resolution shooting drains fast. And most importantly, they want a smoother overall experience, from shooting to sharing. That's the real challenge for the X6. Not just to be better, but to feel better. Timing-wise, everything points toward a likely 2026 release window, possibly around spring if patterns hold. Pricing will almost certainly climb slightly, as it has with every generation. But Insta360 has always played the long game, new flagship launches high, older models drop, and the ecosystem expands. So where does that leave us? The Insta360 X6 sits at a turning point. It carries the weight of leadership in a space that's no longer easy to lead. It doesn't need to reinvent the 360 camera, but it does need to refine it in a way that actually matters to creators. If it can deliver smarter features, better usability, and a more seamless workflow, it won't just meet expectations, it'll raise them again. And if it doesn't, this might be the first time in years that the crown feels uncertain.